Hi, hello, greetings. This is Maya with Maya's Art, and welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a little bit of a gouache painting of Karlach from Baldur's Gate 3. So in this painting, I decided to build up my layers of gouache. I started with some thin acrylic gouache and used some blue and yellow for the undertones, and then built it up to using red. I think that it turned out beautifully in the end, and I think that the techniques that I tried in this painting were pretty cool. With the expression of Karlach, I decided to do a little bit more of a solemn expression. I just remember her late game storyline was kind of intense. It was always, I was not great at helping her out until the very end. Actually, the pathway that I took ended in her death, actually. So I didn't do a great job at helping her. I did not know what I was doing, and so she was pretty sad and mad at me the whole time. I thought I was doing really good at helping her, and thought I was about to help her, and she died. So yeah, so that is the inspiration for her expression at this moment. So you can see when I'm working on her eyes, I'm layering some of the colored pencil and acrylic. I was actually kind of concerned that the acrylic gouache wouldn't take very well on top of the colored pencil, because it's Prismacolor wax colored pencils, so I just didn't really know what to expect from it. And it actually worked out pretty well. The paint stayed painty the whole time. It stayed right there on the paper, right where I needed it to. So we'll see how it works with longevity's sakes. But yeah, here I am just layering up shadows and everything. I decided to add red to her hair. I thought that that'd be a really cool undercolor for the hair. It adds a little bit more vibrancy and depth to just plain old black hair with some red highlights. And with the darker hair, I did kind of add a little bit of blue to it too. I kind of wanted it to not be straight black. I just wanted it to have the illusion of being black hair, you know, color theory stuff. And it kind of took me a while to work on the hair because I didn't want to lose where I drew my hair strands. And I was a silly goose and didn't keep a picture of the original sketch on hand. I still had the original sketch, but I didn't want to get it out to look at it. So I was trying to keep track of where all the strands were as I was painting. So I'm using this small liner brush just to kind of work on all of that. Waiting for the layers to dry and trying to do different opacities of the paint was a little tedious, but I really like how the hair came out. It's very full and very vibrant. So here I'm doing something kind of interesting. I am adding in a lot of different shadows and a little bit of highlights with the colored pencils. As you can see, there is a lot of colored pencil texture going on. And I decided that I'm going to use this as a base to build up vibrancy. And again, this was an experiment. I had no idea how this was going to end up. And I was really hoping that my hours of hard work were not wasted and that it would all work out. And yeah, it was a pretty big experiment. So you'll see in just a little bit how that paint looked with the layer of colored pencil. Something that I also kind of experimented with this piece was hard lights. I'm not a master at hard lights. I like to do more simple, softer lighting with my pieces. I just think it looks prettier. But I thought that having some harder lights would look kind of cool because there are warm lights coming from one direction and cool lights coming from the other direction that you'll see later on in the video. yeah, so I think that those hard lights came out pretty okay, but I know that I can improve on those in the future for surezies. Now here I am adding in those layers of gouache to build up the vibrancy, build up the texture, and I think that it looked really cool. I think that it worked out swimmingly, and the video cuts because I forgot to record. And I added in her axe, added in a lot more details to her body, like part of her armor and the little scars and everything. And yeah, this is about the end of the video. I really liked how this piece came out. I liked the highlights that I added. I liked the experiments, how those turned out, and it just looks really cool. It has a cool texture to it. I'm super proud of it. Let me know what you think, and keep an eye out for some more videos from me. I like to paint watercolor greeting cards and some other gouache pieces that are more detailed like this. So I will see you all later in the next video. Enjoy the rest of this painting. Ta-ta for now.